Welcome back, good people. It's Kim, the Globetrotting Girly, and I'm back for part 2 of Dreams Macao in Punta Cana. Now, if you missed part 1, I did a room tour, I did a full resort walkthrough, we went to the beach, we looked at the pools, we went to the kiddie splash park, the spa, so you definitely have to go back and watch, but guess what? Your girl actually found videos of the balcony area and some other things that I forgot to share with y'all, so I'm going to add it now. Alright, so let's get into it. Now, the full room tour can be found in part 1 of the Dreams Macao series, but why go back when you can move forward? So here we are. Here's the balcony view. You'll see the preferred pool. You'll see Oceana. You'll see the swim up. The ocean is to your right. Y'all, the main pool is right there to the right. You see all that? Yes. Ooh, I loved it. And if you didn't see part 1, I mentioned how I started out in building 5, which was near the kids splash park area, and I just didn't want to be around kids, so I upgraded to the preferred so I could have more of an ocean view and so I could have the concierge service. So I didn't show it in part 1, but I am definitely going to show it in part 2, and that is the amenities that come with the room. Now remember, if you saw, well, you'll see it here. When I was in building 5, they only have one tub, and that's the tub that's right there in the bathroom. They do not have the tub on the balcony. However, all of the rooms come with kind of these same amenities. You have the 2 bathrobes, you have slippers, you have your hair dryer, you have that oversized umbrella, and then in the preferred class, you get, you know, restocked bar, and there's some alcohol, but there's also some juice and some water in there, and that's refilled multiple times a day, at least once or twice, I would say. Some extra storage. This is actually room, I think it's 5440. We'll find out in a minute. The rooms look almost identical. They're pretty much the same. But as I shared before, when you go out on the balcony in this particular building, which was not a preferred room, look at the kids splash park. Look at it. It's great for someone. Not for me. But anyway, you'll see that they do not have a tub on this particular balcony. You see that? Balconies are the same size, just no second tub. Pretty much the same. Alright, however, all of the rooms do have this like window service area. I forget what you call it, but that is where when you're having room service delivered and you're done eating your food, you can actually put the food, look, it's room 5220. I said 5440. It's all the same. But you can put your used dishes and things like that in that area and lock it up, and then the staff will come and pull it back out and take your trays away instead of leaving it outside the door. So yeah. Also, I mentioned in part 1 that building 5 was right near the lazy river, which we'll get into in a moment, and so you see the lazy river on the backside. But now it's time for us to get into one of the best parts, which is all of the food options. If you're not already familiar, in all of my videos, I identify the main restaurant at the resort, which I usually call the main watering hole. In this case, it is World Cafe. So this is a buffet that is open, I believe, for all meals. I did only have breakfast here, and of course, I had to have me a nice mimosa. This was a really good option if you don't know what you want to eat, because they have your salad bars, they have your hot breakfast, they have your continental breakfast, so everything from muffins and bagels and eggs and ham and like everything you could think, syrup and honey, like whatever you need, boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, you could do omelets. I just really like the fact that they had a great variety of food here. As we explore other food options, the only one that I really didn't get a quote chance to visit, I believe, well, technically you saw the Rendezvous bar, which was at the entrance, so that's in the lobby. But there's another space called the Barefoot. It's a beach bar. It's near the main pool area, and it's near the beach, and it's all the way in the corner. I did not make it there. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure I knew that it was there, to be honest, because when also your preferred class, you know, even sometimes when you're not, the staff will come around and take your drink orders and things like that. So oftentimes I would just have the drinks brought to me. Nonetheless, right next door to World Cafe is El Patio, and El Patio is open for preferred members for breakfast, but it's open to everyone at dinner time. So might want to check that out when you have a chance. I really like the decor of this particular restaurant called the Seaside Grill. They do like a la carte, like grilled meats and fish and things like that, hamburgers, soups, salads. But if you're a preferred member, you get to eat here for breakfast. I don't remember what I had. I want to say that I had French toast which I did not take a picture of. But I did get their parfait, which was like honey. I got their fresh fruit tray. Of course, gotta have me a mimosa, because why go all-inclusive and not have mimosas? But I had to give you the view of what this space was like at night. So remember I told you I came here for a wedding? Well, we met here one night as just like a meetup for dinner. It was really good. I don't know where the rest of the videos are with what I ate, but it was some type of bread bowl soup. Next up, we have Himitsu. You will find what we call Japanese hibachi or cuisine or Asian cuisine nearly at every Dreams restaurant. They always have something similar. I do like the hibachi feel. If you saw me in any other video, I enjoy the hibachi. I don't like to just sit at the regular table and just order a la carte food. No, give me the full show. Give me the fire. That's what I came here for. I'm like a big kid. I know exactly what's going to happen each time, and you can't make me hate it. So check this out if you want to try out some Asian cuisine. Now, we're going to get back to Portofino, which is the Italian cuisine spot, and we're going to go right next door to Bordeaux. Bordeaux is French cuisine. I did not get a chance to eat here. Y'all, I spent most of the time, I feel like sometimes if you don't stay at least 7 days and 6 nights, if not more, it's almost impossible to enjoy all of the entertainment, all of the pools, and all of the restaurants. I'm going to try it one day to see if I can literally do everything. I don't know when I'm going to sleep though. But yeah, if you're into wine, if you are a wine lover, you might want to check this spot out as well. They do have a private wine room, which is shared between Bordeaux, the French cuisine restaurant, and Portofino, which is literally right next door. You see it straight ahead, but we're going to check it out now. So when I went to Portofino, I dined alone. It's a nice, quaint, low-light restaurant. I'm going to do better and really write down next time what I ate, but I had some type of, what do you call it, antipasti? An appetizer, okay? I had a soup, I believe it was minestrone soup, and then I had something kind of like a carbonara, like fettuccine, Alfredo type of thing. It was actually pretty delicious. The staff came around and the entertainers to tell me about the different shows. I really liked it. But if you're actually looking at the screen right now, you're seeing the sommelier that's in the wine cellar or the private wine room. It can be rented for private events as well. He's just telling me like the best wines. I'm not a wine girly. I love me a Stella Rosa. Give me a black or a blueberry and you have my heart. But I'm trying to be more wine. I don't even know what you call it. I'm just trying to do better with the wines, okay? But if you are a wine person, this may be a spot, either Portofino or Bordeaux, in order to try different wine selections. So here's the spot I was telling you about, also known as Portofino. The theater apparently also has a bar. I did not go in the theater, but that's something to keep in mind. I guess when they have shows, they also have an opportunity to go into the theater. So now you've learned something new. You can go to the lobby bar, which is Rendezvous. You can go to Showtime, which is the theater. It has its own bar. Then we have that one bar that's back in the corner. What did we call that? Was that Barracuda? Is that what it's called? Yep, Barracuda. And then there's going to be, of course, the other bar, which is in the Preferred Club Lounge. We saw that in part 1, so go back to that if you care to check that one out. All right, now we're on to Oceana. Oceana is right near the preferred pool and the main pool, and on the back side or side of the Seaside Grill. This is a seafood restaurant. I did not get a chance to eat here, but I did eat at the Seaside Grill and Oceana in Costa Rica, and they were pretty good. Oceana it was an acquired taste when I was in Costa Rica. I'm not sure. I did not get a chance to see the menu, so I don't want to lie to you, but I do like the decor here. Again, if nothing else, this resort is going to give you all of the vibes. And I do like the fact that most of the restaurants are centrally located on the resort property. Like, it just kind of works out. Okay, next up, we're going to go to the Barefoot Grill. This is closer to World Cafe. It's closer to El Patio, to the Splash Park. But this is where you get your, like, quick bites. You get your fresh fruit, you get your fries, your burgers, your nachos. You know, like, you just need to stop real quick. Like, your hot dogs. Of course, they have a bar there as well. That's the general pool right there. You see, right? Yep. I'm going to show y'all that same pool later. Look, I had me a little pizza, some chicken. I had some nachos on there. I had some French fries. Yeah. So, and you all know that I really love to do room service when I have a chance. So I ordered what I called the big breakfast. So hash brown, bacon, eggs, toast. What else? Cereal, breads, bagels. Like, I want it all. Give me the milk. Give me the orange juice. Give me the cranberry juice. I believe I ordered it straight from the screen. I believe the screen allows you to order directly from it. You could just use the remote. So yeah, they also offer room service. There was no extra charge for that, but if you're preferred, you have more options. Then of course you saw it on the beach, but you see it right there as well, the option to do a private dinner for two. I thought that was so cute. And then, did you watch part one? Because if you watch part one, I did mention Coco's Cafe, open 24 hours. Of course, they sell coffee. It is a cafe. But then they also sell ice cream. It's connected to buildings 1A, 1B, and 1C. That's why I really, really love 1A. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and leave the restaurants and let's talk about the entertainment. One of the things I really liked about this resort is that they are into themes. Theme parties, theme events, theme entertainment. I mean, granted, you could go on the beach and they had somebody that would do sports stuff with you. But I'm telling you, if you were by the pool, or if you came out to the night entertainment, it was themed. And I love that it was cultural. So this particular event was teaching folks how to do the bachata and the merengue, I believe. You see, there's also, I call it the cha-cha line, okay? Right by the main pool. And if you didn't want to involve or engage yourself in any of those activities, you could just lounge right by the pool and have staff come and bring you drinks. It's a win-win situation for me. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and head over to the Lazy River area. Now, Lazy River is behind Building 5. You remember that. So, also, I didn't include this in the food section, but it's perfect to mention it now, that there is a food truck over on this side. I believe it's Mexican food. It had tacos, different type of tacos and things like that. I want to say it's a Mexican food truck. I'm sorry I didn't capture a video of it. But yeah, although you see the slides and the slides look fun, it really is kind of serene. I didn't see a lot of kids in this section. I mainly saw adults. Adults on the slides, adults in the little donuts, adults on the lazy river, adults luxuriating and sunbathing. I like this spot. It's quiet, it's quaint, it's still on the property, but it's kind of off to the side a little bit, or off to the front technically. And one place I didn't get to explore were the villas. Did you see those villas? Those are private villas. I think they go up to 3 bedroom. Above my budget. But I said I was going to check it out the next time. All right, let's get into some other activities. They had Cosmic Lanes, which is like an arcade. You have bowling. You could play a little bit of pool. They had these arcade games. And then these VR, virtual reality. They had air hockey. The space is small, okay? You can't do a whole lot, but it's free, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, it's free. It's included in your stay, and I'm this is a great pit stop. Have a little fun. Now, there's the main building right there. You see there? To the right of Cosmic Lanes is Desires. I walked right past Desires, and I said, nope, I owe a tour to my folks, all right? To my travel besties. Okay, so here's Desires. I did get a chance to check out Desires. I would say it's kind of it's definitely a nightclub, but more like a lounge, more like a sports bar. When we came here as a group, this was right after the wedding. Honey, we partied. The DJ, rocking. They had the fog machine and everything. And I felt like the DJ really read the room. He saw that it was very diverse, and so there was all kinds of music. And when I tell you I got my whole life, I certainly did. If you have any issues with bright lights, may not be the place for you. Okay, remember before when we were in Portofino, I had mentioned Showtime, so that's the theater. I just wanted to give you location. Okay, now it's time for a little nighttime fun. Y'all, this resort at night is lit up so well. It's so beautiful. It's perfect. Remember in part 1, we went to the Sugar Reef Bar? That's it. Those are our main stairs, and here's one of the areas. Remember we called this the main plaza where a lot of the events were happening. So I wasn't sure what I turned up with like what was happening here when I arrived, but somehow there was a show with the staff. I got called up for the hula hoop contest, and I haven't hula hoop in 30 years. Okay, needless to say, I lost, but it is okay. I was there for the fun. I was there for the acrobatics. I tell you, when I tell you, oh, and there was a wedding happening on the beach, so they had fireworks at the same time that we could see from here. This was a show. I had me a time here. And then another night, they were doing like a live music and dancing, and it was all from different areas, different like Spanish-speaking countries. So they had like Brazil and Colombia and Spain and the Dominican Republic and Costa Rica, and I was like, oh. So not only did they have somebody singing the songs, but then you had the dancers. They were on, oh, and it was literally walking you through all the different types of music of like the Caribbean and other Spanish-speaking countries. And the staff is always so fun. They're so sweet. Because I was going to a lot of events, they became really like family to me. I was seeing them all the time. And then because I was at that show, I missed the silent headphone party. Yes, they had a silent headphone party too. Y'all got to check that out. Okay, now we're going off the resort. Because the Dominican Republic is more like home to me, kind of like New York, I don't do a lot of touristy things, but I need to get into it. Like, I need to start doing some excursions, and so some of my next videos will explore that. But I went out to check out some real estate property and to like do some more exploring. And while I was out for the day, I stopped at a restaurant. I asked the driver, like, hey, because I did not rent a car this time. I asked the driver, you know, what restaurant would you recommend? And they recommended Noah. And so Noah is like, I will tell you, it's a little pricey, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I believe I had like this spinach dip. I had some pot stickers. Had a guest with me. They had some fish. I had some chips. I don't remember everything, y'all. I'm really terrible at this. I'm going to write it down the next time. But the food was good. Again, a little pricey. I will say for the most part, when I've gone out to eat, you know, when I say pricey, I want to say like $25 US and up. You know, like the appetizers were closer to $20. The food is closer to between $25 and $50 or so. But you get what you pay for, and had a really good meal. All right, up next, and I think the final thing that I did off the resort was this chartered catamaran. We went out, we snorkeled, we had a nice party. Y'all, it was such a good time. If you don't leave with anything else, know that Dreams Macao is the place to be. What's next for us? We're liking, we're sharing, we're subscribing, we're commenting, and we're coming back for more. All right, don't be a stranger. I promise I won't be either. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.